My people, so Zainab, who came into the palace some days ago, that caused a reaction from these women, has finally told them that she's not so desperate for a husband that she left for them. She is not that desperate to return back to that husband, so they should all rest. My people, everybody coming into the palace, everybody getting involved on this matter, it's seeming to have one bad energy or the other. Yes, everybody is just having the person's bad energy in one way or the other. Because from what we know, Zainab has always visited the Oni in the palace. Yes, that is very, very true. Zainab comes into the palace to visit the Oni from time to time because they are not enemies. Yes, they are not enemies, according to what we have followed diligently over time. These two people are not enemies. The only thing that happened was that goals did not align. So when goals did not align, Zainab looked at it in a more broader scale where she lives, because if it becomes necessary that this whole thing pulls out like a stunt or pulls out in such a way that she does not appreciate it, it will end up being something that will ruin both of their lives, because Zainab was not ready for any form of rulership. Yeah, she was not ready for it. And then, she was even married to her husband before all of these things started coming up. So when the man decided that, okay, I will go for it, she said, no, I don't want this. Now, one might be saying that, this woman, no, she never wanted on his progress. Now there is so much that this thing comes with. So much. There are a lot of things that these things comes with. And now there are so many responsibilities on his head: insult, disgrace, disrespect, a lot of things coupled with it. And everybody keeps saying that what Zainab keeps will always remain the wise woman who walked away at a due time. Yes, because if you want to speak about this thing now, Zainab, we are not sure she have ever regretted at any point at all that she walked away from this marriage. Because certainly now, what is happening with the on his wife, this pool of wives that he has, we are very sure that it is something that Zainab would not have even been ready to stay or to hold on to in any way at all. Even Olori Naomi now, that she's trying to endure every single thing happening in the palace, we know to some extent, to a very, very considerable extent, that Olori Naomi is fed up with everything happening in the palace. Just a word, it has become a path of her existence. So what will she do? Because even no matter how levels doesn't match, this woman still finds a way to step up and would go and insult her wherever she is, or drag her into a matter in one way or the other. So according to what we heard, allegedly Zainab visited the palace, and when she came into the palace, it became a thing of concern, because we felt to a very large extent that what Oni said some days ago was a form of a threat to his wives, that it is better he just takes another wife and know that what he has a pool of wives fighting. In fact, he has a full house of wives that fight, rather than making a promise that he thinks he cannot keep. So everybody was saying that Oni has concubines, the Alola and the rest. Yes, the ones that Miriam wanted to drag into all of this surrogate mother shenanigans of a thing. Yeah, so maybe he would take from them. But when Zainab came into the palace, shortly after this was said, their Miriam began calculating. They are very, very fast in thinking. They began calculating that, what if it is Zainab that only wants to bring back? Because according to what people always say, they say that first love never dies. So what if it is his first wife that he wants to bring back, the one that left because of she knew that she could not survive polygamy? Many people know these things, that when it comes to fight, me I know fit do. And the woman knew very well that she's not the type that would want to hold on to polygamy or would survive polygamy in any way. So she quietly walked away when it was time. She did. She helped herself and she walked away. And right now, as we speak, no matter how you think these things are getting, or no matter how elaborate you think this whole thing is beginning to be, we are just seeing the beginning of it. Yes, we are just in the beginning of it, because we know very well, very, very well, that this woman would not stop at any point at all. Yes, we know they would not stop. And the more they keep on doing this, the more they keep on pulling all of this stone, the more they keep on doing all of these things, the more we would see the outpour of what Zainab ran away from. So their Miriam now came to a conclusion that it might be Zainab that only wants to bring back into the palace, and Zainab has finally replied them saying that what she doesn't go back to her vomit. It is not like only is a vomit, oh yes, because these women keep on pushing, making it seem like they are the right ones, they are the ones who own the drill, they are the ones in charge, they are the ones controlling. When they keep on doing that over and over again, someone is tempted to speak the way the person feels, that when the person speaks, it will stir up a reaction. Yes, and from what we know is that this will be the first time Zainab has ever replied them since this whole palace boss have started. And today she gave them back to back. She doesn't go back to have her mate, and she's not ready to go back to what she left for them. My people. So Miriam and the rest can now finally go and rest. Yes, they can now go and rest because according to Zainab's statement, even if she is the one coming back into the palace, she has not made it seem to them like she is the one in any way at all. So, my people, we would definitely see the end of this matter, no matter how it gets. The end will come knocking at the door and we will all embrace it. Because at the end, we would know that even if the only wants to take a wife, he would not want to take a drama queen, and Zainab is not a drama queen. So if so happen that she is the one, fine and good, let her come. Everybody will welcome her. Yes, they will just welcome her back, like they are trying to welcome Olori Naomi back. Yes, so it is not just a big deal there to make it seem like Zainab this, Zainab that. No, it is not a big deal. It has been there. We all just didn't see it on time. That's always been there. So my people, now so the matter, it can't take be right now. Their Miriam wants to drug Zainab, and Zainab is ever ready for them.